Hi everybody. I'll give it a few minutes for everybody to join us. Alright, I got one. This is what we're making today. This is the kids project. Hi, Addie. My little niece is watching. So cute. Alright, guys. Give it a couple more minutes. Sorry about the noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but my neighbors are getting trees cut down right outside my window. So, a little noisy today. I hope it's not too noisy. Hi, Lainey. What are you doing? I don't have a bone for you. Daddy's home. I don't have a bone. Jess, can you get her a bone? Because she's just going to bother me over here the whole time. Lainey thinks I have a bone for her because every time I sit down for my video, I give her a bone. And my husband's home tonight, so I didn't bring a bone with me. And now she's just sitting here staring at me. She thinks she's getting one. So, whoopsie. My mistake. I have her trained too well. Alright. Oh, I messed up my camera. There we go. Alright, I'm going to turn on my touchpad here and we'll get started. I just want to turn this on so I have the comments I can read here. I feel like I've been constantly on the video today. I was on my video chat with my coworkers about an hour or two ago, and then I had to get on and do this. So I feel like I've been in front of the camera like all day. Alright. Okay, my touchpad's taking its good old time. Let me see. Sorry guys. I can't have this on until I start the video, so it kind of like takes me a minute. Alright, so I'll go over some stuff that you need while I'm waiting on that. You'll need a milk carton. It does not matter if it's a cardboard milk carton, if it's plastic, or if it's a gallon, or if it's a little one, or you can use anything like this. It doesn't even have to be a milk carton. It can be a 7-Up bottle. It can be anything like that. Okay, an old coffee canister thing can be that, anything. Okay, so you just need that. I drink a lot of milk. I go through like a gallon of milk by myself a week because I'm just a milkaholic. I'm terrible. So if you have, these would probably work the best, but the little ones will work also. Alright, finally I'm up here. Let's see. Get my comments because I know I have a couple on here already and I don't want to miss you guys, so let me see. Awesome. Okay. Hi Jess. Hi Teresa. Oh, you're a new member. Awesome. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it today. If you have any questions or anything, please just comment. I will go through them, make sure I get back to everybody. If I don't get back to you live here, I will go back and read my comments and try to answer as many as I can. So welcome to the page. Oh, hi Noah. Hi Riley. Hi guys. Hi Amy. Hi Jolie. I'm good today. How are you? And Melissa, hi. Awesome. That's so cool. Alright, so guys, we're going to go ahead and start. You can get your little carton or whatever you're using. You do still want to save the lid, alright? And that's on anything that you're using, just because if you want this to be a bird feeder, you don't want, if it's raining outside, you don't want the rain to get down in here and make that food all wet and damp. Or if you don't have any bird feed, which I actually did not have any bird feed. Shame on me, right? I have bird feeders, but no bird feed. I'm out. So you can even use it as a bird house too. That's totally up to you guys. So parents, whatever you think is going to be best. If you don't have any bird feed, just say it's a bird house. That works too. Okay? Either one. You can either give them a home to live in or something to eat. Alright guys, so you can put the lid aside. Okay, mom and dad, parents, grandpap, whoever is the adult at this craft. you will first need to cut your hole here in the front. And you can either do it, I just did mine at the very corner of the front. That way when it hangs, it looks pretty. You're getting that straight on. Or you could do it on the side. It's completely up to you guys. So I'm just going to get a marker and I'm just going to draw exactly where I want to cut it. So I'm just going to turn it towards me so I can see real quick and then I'll show you guys. So you want to remember that you want to leave a little bit of an edge at the bottom. So then that way the food does not fall out. You don't want to cut it flush with the bottom of this or food will just pour out if you're doing a bird feeder. Okay. All right. So I have my little square there. And you can make it as big as you want. So that's kind of my little square. It's right on the corner. All right. And that's where I'm going to cut out. That's going to be my little door for either the house or where they're going to eat their food. All right. So I started this because it is kind of hard to just cut it with scissors. I got my little X-Acto, parents, you kind of know a little bit about those. So maybe you can start that for your kids. I just kind of sliced mine a tiny bit here until I could fit my scissors in there. And then I just cut and evened it out. All right, so I'm just going to get my scissors and very carefully cut that out right where my lines are. These are my very dull scissors, so probably should have picked a better pair for this video. All right, and I'm just going to cut down. I'm struggling with this kids project. That's pretty sad. It's my scissors. All right, let me grab a different pair of scissors. Those are pretty much no good anymore. All right, let me try these. I get the Dollar Tree scissors for my crafting classes, and apparently those are a little bit dull. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish cutting out my little square there. And you can make it a circle, you can make it a triangle, you can get any shape that you want. So, you know, if you want to mix it up and do a little circle or anything, you can. I'm just going to cut this little piece off here, and then I'm going to go around and kind of clean up my edges a little bit, just because my OCD will drive me crazy. Okay, so there's my little hole, all right, and that's either their door or where they're going to get their food out of. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up just a little bit more here. The bigger carton was easier to cut. You had more room, but the small one will work also. Perfect. And I'm just going to get my little X-Acto here and just trim this. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right, you guys. So that's the little doorway or the place they're going to get food out of. All right. Let's see here. All right. Okay, so the next step that you want to do, and if you don't have paint, that's fine. Stickers, anything like that will work. I understand if you didn't want to break out paint for this. It can get a little messy, but I am going to use paint. I just don't have any stickers. Mom, Dad, Grandpa, whoever, if you want to use stickers or Mod Podge or glue or crayons, I think crayons will color on these, and markers. So if you want to play it safe and instead of using paint, or if you don't have any paint, markers and crayons will work also. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to paint mine. I'm a little messy here with my painting, so, you know, your kids are probably better than I am at this. So I just am using acrylic. I'm not using chalk paint or anything fancy. It's just little acrylic paints from Walmart. All right, so this is what I'm going to be using on there. And I also just had some interior color sample laying around, so I'm just going to use that as my background color. All right, and I did try to take off the sticky stuff on this side. The paint covers it up. I actually did not take anything off of this one, and you can't even tell that they're on there. So it's just easier, instead of you trying to peel all those stickers off, just keep them on and paint right over it if you're painting, or the kids can color over them. It works too. Alright, so I got my sponge brush. Alright, these are probably the easiest, especially with the kids. So unless you just have regular paintbrushes, they'll work too. Alright, so I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush here. I didn't bring 2 paper plates, so I'm just going to do it this way. Alright, so I'm going to get a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to coat over this. Now that I think about it, markers might actually be kind of funner than sitting here watching paint dry. You don't have to watch paint dry when you're using some markers and crayons. And it doesn't need a very thick coat. I'm actually just going to pour this out on my lid here. There we go. And I just got the big brush out just because it covers a little bit faster and a little bit more. Keep everybody's attention span, right? And if your kids are making these, feel free to post them on the Facebook. I want to definitely see pictures if they're making them. It's exciting and fun. Something for you guys to do. I'd be more than happy to share them. Alright. So I'm just still doing my little base coat here. And I bet Logan and Mason will be watching later. Unless Logan's watching now. If you're watching, bud, hello. I know I have a few kids here in my family. Between me and my husband's both sides, we have a couple little kids that watch, which is really cool. Now that we can't see them, so I at least get to talk to them over this. We just got done talking to my niece on my husband's side, which I think they're watching this. And oh my goodness, she is talking in full sentences, and it's just, she's so stinking cute. I haven't seen her for a while in person, and we just, to see her on video and everything is, it's really neat. She's saying our names like crazy and everything. Alright. Alright, so the front of that's pretty much covered. I'm just going to do the back real quick. So if you are using paint, this is going to have to sit and dry a little bit. And then if you guys want to, or mom, dad, whoever, if you have a hair dryer at home, you can run a hair dryer over it. I'm going to run one over mine real quick just so I can move on to the next step. But if you want to let it dry, let your kids go play or eat supper and then come back and color it after it's dry, that'll work too. Or, you know, put their stickers on it after it's dry, that'll work also. Alright. Something to do with your milk carton instead of throwing it out. So maybe you guys will have like 50 bird feeders by the time this corona thing's over, right? You'll have a yard full of birds and squirrels and chipmunks. Alright, there's that. And it's a good recycling thing too. It's not filling up room in your garbage can or in the ground, right? Okay, there we go. It's going to add a little bit more paint here where this little label is. My other color covered it up a little bit better than this one did, so just going to add a little bit more. I was wondering why I was hearing myself talk. It's because my touchpad is on volume. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so there is my jug there. It's all painted and pretty now. Let's see. Hi, Pam. Catching up on my comments. Hi, Sandra. Just awesome. You guys are watching with us. I'm so excited. Awesome. And Addie. Hi, Addie. Hi, Mom. Awesome. Addie's replying. I like this. So cute. Alright guys, so I'm going to dry this real quick. You know me and my hair dryer if you watch my videos. So sorry, cover your ears, okay? Alright, good. And I just see a couple little areas here where I missed. I'm just going to get my little paintbrush and I'm just going to go back over them a little bit. Hey, I can be picky about my kid craft too, even though I'm an adult, so. I think my dad's watching. Hi, Dad. You going to make your bird feeder later? We have a video of me and my parents painting a bird feeder when I was very, very little. We actually just watched that recently, so this reminds me, it takes me back to doing that. We're doing that on our kitchen table where our old kitchen was when I was really little, and I probably put like 70 coats of pink paint on the bird feeder, so this takes me back to doing that. Alright. So I won't do 70 coats on this bird feeder today, but you know, I'll keep it simple for you guys. Alright. So it looks pretty good. My label's showing through a little bit, but I'm just going to let that go. Just so I can move on to my next step here. Alright. So it's painted pretty well, looks pretty cute. Alright. See this little edge here. Just going to cut this so it's not sharp. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to dry this again, okay, to cover your ears. So once your whole thing is dry, okay, or if you're using crayons or anything, you guys can, you know, color, put stickers on, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to paint pretty little flowers on my bird feeder real quick. And then, actually, you know what, let me do this step, okay? So in order to get the little rope here to hang it from your tree, because it got to hang from somewhere, we're going to put a little rope on the inside, all right? So parents, I used just this construction string. It's from like Lowe's. You can get a big spool of it. If you have rope, if you have a little bit of twine or clothesline, anything will work, okay? So I just cut a little piece. Not too big. I'm going to cut it a little bit littler for my littler carton here. Picked up my scissors that don't really cut, so there we go. Alright, so I just got my little X-Acto, okay, and I just made a little X at the top of the corner of each side. Just real easily. Just a little one, okay, and same thing on this side. Just a little X, just so it hangs nice and evenly. just like that. All right. So I'm going to get my string and I'm going to go from the inside and out. All right. Actually, this one I lied. I'm going to go from the outside in. The carton's a little too small for that. So I'm just going to get the end of my paintbrush and just kind of push that in just a little bit. Hold it open. That way none of my paint's getting chipped off here. There we go. And I'm going to tuck that string on the inside of there, just like that. So it's going to go inside the carton on one side, and then take the other end of your string and you're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to push a little bit of that carton in and going to push that string right through there. Maybe. I'm struggling. There we go. So right there's my little spot for the string, and it's going to go straight in on that side as well. All right, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go inside of my milk carton here. I'm going to reach right inside, and I'm going to grab those two little pieces of string. Let me feed them through just a little bit better here. This is good if your kids, you know, to do, because they have such tiny little hands. They could probably fit them inside this milk carton, so you can get them to do that part, definitely. I have little hands, but I'm struggling. All right. Perfect. There we go. I'm going to pull on one side here and then the other. So right now, both of your ends of your string are inside the carton. You're going to grab both ends. There's one, and there's the other. So now both of my ends are outside of the carton here, as you can see. I'm going to grab them and I'm just going to tie them in a knot, and I'll show you guys here in a second, right after I tie them. All right, so right there's my little knot. You're just going to tie them together. That way they don't pull through at the top. Make sure that knot's pretty tight, because you want it to be able to hold some bird feed. So make sure you're tying it pretty tight. You don't want to get outside, have all your bird feed in, and go to hang it up and it fall apart. That wouldn't be good. All right, so that's nice and tight in there, and there's your little hanger. There you go. So the knot's inside, and it has all of that weight on the whole carton now. It's not going to rip a lid off, and it's not going to tear. So that should work for you. Okay. All right, so you want to keep your lid. I'm just going to put mine on there so I don't lose it. You can paint your lid if you want to. That's up to you guys, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit of flowers on my milk carton because I got to make it pretty for them, right? Let's see here. Yes, Dad, I'm going to need to buy more paint. I am running low on paint. Let's see. My husband and my dad are making fun of me from the bird feeder I painted when I was little. Hi, Steven. Awesome. Welcome. We're doing a kids craft today. We are doing a little bird feeder here. And if you're an adult making this, you can have fun doing it too. It's actually really, really neat. I actually had fun making mine. I got a little involved in mine, as you can see. Mine has like little flowers. I got pretty detailed with it yesterday. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of paint here to my little paper plate. If you are painting, paper plates are the best, and cardboard or newspaper is the best. So make sure you coat your table in a whole bunch of cardboard. Even if you're not a kid, trust me, you'll need it. I need it. I get paint everywhere. And I'm old, so, you know, I paint like a 3-year-old. All right, so there are my paint colors, and I'm going to do cute little roses. So I'm just going to start out with a bright pink one over here. And I'm going to try to tilt this towards you guys, so don't judge my painting skills, because I'm kind of facing you here. I can't really see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of start with a cute little rose. There we go. round it off and make it look a little bit more like a flower. There we go. I'm going to get a little bit of the light color and just add that in there a little bit. Good. And a little bit of the dark color. And make my rose look pretty cute. I was practicing with pellet knives last night. If you parents know what pellet knives are, they are a tricky little thing. It's more of like an adult craft, but it's pretty neat. They're different, that's for sure. So, you know, if you've never done the painting or the pellet knives and stuff, it's a neat thing to check into. Just outlining my flower here. There we go. A little bit in the middle. So those are pretty easy for kids to make, those little roses. It's just one color down and then you kind of just run the other colors over top. It's pretty neat. All right, I'm just going to do another one. We'll make this one more purple. I'm just going to put him over here. We'll make him on the side here. Or if you're one of the boys doing this, like Noah or Logan or Mason or Riley, you guys can draw something like bugs, or if you like ants or spiders or dinosaurs, or if you have stickers, you guys can make some cool ones. You gotta have boy bird feeders too. They can't all be girly. All right, guys. There's another flower here. Good. It's getting quiet outside. I'm wondering if they're all done cutting down the trees that they were cutting earlier today. It's been a little crazy outside my house. All right, there's another little flower. So cute. Okay, we'll do a couple on this side. Yes, Angie, they are little knives, which I'm going to be doing. I know you view a lot of my videos. I'll probably be doing a video on those once I get comfortable with using them. That's another thing I do kind of want to incorporate in my videos. I made some really cute coasters last night just sitting there after I did the bird feeder, and I was like, oh, I could mess with those for a little bit, and they're a little different. They're definitely different. There's videos and stuff on YouTube or Pinterest if you want to look it up and if you want to try. Some people are really good at it. I just haven't got it down yet. As soon as I do, I'll be doing a video on that as well. Practice makes perfect. See, I don't come on these videos just automatically knowing how to do things. I practice a lot. Alright, so we'll do, let's see, we'll do a light colored rose over here. We'll do a pretty big one. And right in there. Alright, put some pink in there. And if you guys ever have, if you're a parent watching and you ever have a craft that you would like me to do on here, just let me know. Send me a message and I'll figure out how to do it, and then I will go live with it. I want ideas. I want to know what you guys want to do. I'd rather do things that you guys want to watch than do silly things that maybe your kids aren't into. So, oops, a little bit of paint there that I didn't want to get on there. There we go. All right. Okay, there's another little rose. So mine has a couple little roses on. So cute. All right. So I'm not going to do the whole back side of this. I just wanted to paint a couple little things on there. looks kind of cute. I'm just going to do one more right over here. Maybe front and center here. There we go. Good. So here's a goal for you guys, you kids out there watching this, because I know there's quite a few of you. How about you guys find something that you want to make and get your mom and dad to send it to me, and we'll make it one of these days, okay? So if your kids, I'm sure half of them are good on the cell phones, or if you can open up Pinterest and maybe look up kids crafts, let them pick something, and you guys can just send me a quick message or comment, and we'll make one of those. That way I'm getting ideas. I think that's a good idea. It kind of just hit me right now that would probably be a good idea for me to do. That way your kids are looking forward to making the stuff that's on here. I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't know what's in or exciting. All right, so there's my little pretty roses. All right, you guys, so I'm going to make a little border around my door here. And I'm just going to do that in purple. It's what color I have left here, most of it. So I'm just going to highlight my little door where the food is. Looking cute. I'm going to skip where that rose is. So I hope you guys get lots of birds with these. You'll have to let me know. I hear the birds every morning outside my window now that it's getting nice outside, so I know they're out there, and I'm sure they're hungry. So they'll love these little bird feeders that you're making them. I used to work at a daycare, and I would have about 15, 16 kids by myself in the morning. It was at a gym, so the parents didn't leave the building, but the kids were in there, and every morning I would have a different little class for them. I would either do an art class, or I would do a science class, and stuff like that. And you know what? I missed that. That was probably the only job that I actually really missed. So when I thought about doing these videos again, and when my coworker, said, oh, why don't you do a couple kid videos, I was like, oh yeah, this is exciting, and it's getting me back into that being excited about it. It's kind of cool, and I miss doing it. It made me realize that I do miss doing that. All right, there you go. All right, there's my little border. All right, and why not? I'll paint my little cap to match. Let's see here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Let's see. Yes, Angie, practice makes perfect. Yes, Angie, awesome. Mother's Day, I do have an adult craft already planned. We're going to be making little pillows, decorative pillows for Mother's Day. And then for a kids project, that's awesome. Good idea. Thank you. I will definitely come up with a kids project for Mother's Day. Absolutely. Thank you for that. That is a very good idea. All right. So I'm just painting my lid a little bit of purple here just so it matches. And you guys can do that as well, or if you have markers or crayons or whatever you're using, you can paint or color it too. Alright, I should actually just left that on there, silly me. Taking it off, should have left it on. It's been easier to paint. See, I told you guys messy. I got paint all over my fingers. Alright, so now my lid matches. It looks so stinking cute. Okay. All right, guys, so that's pretty much how you make your little hanging bird feeder, okay? I got a little bit more decorative with my one from yesterday, but it still works. So now all you got to do is you can either fill it up this way. Oops, I forgot to just painted that and I put my finger right in it. Just going to touch it up a little bit. There we go. So you can either take off the lid and put the bird feed in, or just put it straight into there. All right, but make sure, you know, before you cut this, if you're watching this later on, before you cut this, make sure you have that little bit of a wall there so that bird feed does not fall out of there. All right, so you can fit pretty much in there. Pretty cool. There you go. And if you do not have any bird seed, you can make it, like I said, a bird house. You can just, you know, put a little bit of grass or something soft in there, or just hang it out. They might actually make their own home in it, okay? So it's cute, very, very cute. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I gave your kids something to do for a little bit of time. Like I said, if any of you make these and you want to share, please just post them. Or you can send them to me in a message and I'll be more than happy to share them with everybody. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments here. This is... Yes, Jess, Dollar Tree jars and vases. Let's see. Yes, that's a good idea. Thank you. My cousin just said about doing the little flowers and the Dollar Tree vases and Mod Podge. That's a very good idea. Maybe I will do that one. That sounds like it would be really fun. Or just Elmer's glue. So if you don't have Mod Podge, don't get, you know, worried. You can probably use Elmer's glue too, okay? But yeah, I'll definitely post what I'm doing for Mother's Day. I'll probably post that one a little bit earlier than I normally do. My schedule has been a little backed up now. My husband got home and his schedule changed a little bit. So everything kind of got pushed a little bit back this week. So the rest of my schedule for this week is on my Facebook now. So if you guys, adults, want to follow, that's fine. If your kids want to help you with the crafts, that's awesome too, okay? So like I said, I will still continue to do the kids craft one day a week just to keep you guys, give you guys a break, you poor parents, right? But yep, if you guys have any questions, let me know, and share your pictures, definitely. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you later. Bye-bye.